sure I'm not the only woman out there that's had trouble with their car and not known how to fix it. There are so many of us that rely on our brothers and our fathers and our uncles to fix our cars for us. But what do we do when we need to fix it ourselves and our car won't start?
Hey there, you need a hand.
Yeah, my car won't start. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Okay, well let's just take a bit of a look here. Oh yeah, I can see a number of things that need help here. Let's start with some oils and stuff, shall we?
So, where is the oil?
Now, on the top of the engine you'll always have a cap. This one's clearly marked with a little oil can.
Alright.
So you just want to take that cap off to fill up the oil. But you'll also want to check whether it needs any oil, and we can do that with a dipstick, which is over this side.
Okay.
Now the dipstick will always be around the front of the engine, somewhere around here. So you just pull the dipstick out, wipe it off first, and then put it back in. That cleans it off so you get a clear vision of where it is, and you can check. As you can see, this one, the full mark is there, and the oil came about halfway. So you probably need to add close to a third or a quarter of a litre of oil.
Right, okay.
Now I just happen to have some oil in my car, Julie. So
oh, fantastic. That'd be great. You don't mind? Thank you so much.
When it comes to oils, every car needs a different oil. Okay. Best thing to do is just go into your local Repco or Sprints and just ask them what oil would suit your car best.
Okay, so you can't just buy any oil off the shelf.
No, as they say, oils aren't oils, Julie.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, now it's much easier if you have a funnel, but not everyone has a funnel, so you might end up spilling some. But you just simply pour it into that hole. You just want to let it set for a minute, just so it can register on the dipstick.
Okay.
And again, dip it in there and check it. See, it's come up a little bit, still needs just a little bit more.
Okay, so it's just a matter of topping it up and keeping on checking, and then we'll...
Until you got it right up to the full level.
To the full level.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Very good. So we've checked the oil. What else can we do? I mean, I know that you have to put water in your car, the coolant. What's that all about? Tell us about that.
Okay, well obviously the coolant or the water is there to keep the engine cool. If that gets low, your engine's going to overheat.
Okay.
Now, the radiator is always at the front of the car, and it's got a little cap there that you want to take off. Now, the important thing to remember here, Julie, is never ever take that off when it's hot.
Okay.
Because there's lots of pressure in there, and you'll end up burning yourself.
Alright.
Okay. So this engine's not too hot, so we can still be careful when taking that off. Now there's plenty of coolant in there. You can see it's right up to the top.
Yes.
So that one's okay.
Alright, so do I have to carry coolant around with me, or have that at home, or can you just fill it up with water, or?
Tap water's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't bother carrying coolant around. To be honest, I think it's a waste of money.
Right.
I think if you're having to top up your radiator quite regularly anyway, then you should take it to your trusted mechanic and get it checked out, because you've probably got a leak somewhere. You need to get that fixed urgently.
Right.
Okay.
Excellent.
So tap water's fine. Just carry some tap water around your car around with you, and if you check that and it's a little bit low, just top it off every now and then.
Okay. So how often do you recommend checking your oil and checking your water in your car?
Probably every month to 3 months. I would recommend just giving it a quick check, just to make sure everything's fine. It doesn't take long for things to go wrong with the car. So.
Yeah, so that's going to save a lot of money in the long run. If I just do that every single 3 months or every month or whatever, just to make sure that everything was running well,
absolutely,
could save a lot of problems and a big bill at the mechanic in the end, couldn't it?
Absolutely right. Yeah, and it gets you to know your car as well.
Yeah.
So when you do take it to the mechanic, you know what he's talking about a bit more as well.
Yeah, that's right. Ladies, it's not that hard to maintain your car on your own. We've just learnt some really valuable tips from Jason, who just came along at the right time. But there may be a time when someone might not be there for you. So it's good to take on board the tips we've learnt today. And if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, then you too can maintain your car, just like you can maintain